build that does not involve getting your hero in position, but just play the Spiderling. So we
Speaking
got a
of
kill
Wyvern,
there.
yeah, a little caught out there by Taiga. Yataro's going to be just fine, though. I mean, looking at the actual net worth right now. Top lane, though, Mira. That's a lot of burst damage they have, of course, between both the Tiny and the Oracle. So Collapse is going to have to back off for now. Should be able... Oh, he's kind of low here. And now that the spells are refreshing, Fortune's End's going to be there. Mickey looks like he might be able to burst him down. There's the Avalanche, and yeah. So this lane is kind of turned around in Liquid's favor.
Get a lot of golden experience, and now they're worth way less.
Right, but not quite like Nature's Prophet tree ants, but still pretty bad. So you're gonna see Avalanche is here with the Cold Embrace, and yeah, that's very tanky, but toss back into the tier 1, so it puts him in a little bit of a precarious spot. Gets off the Breathe Fire to try to mitigate a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be mitigating enough, and that's...
In a lot of ways, against this Radiant lineup, if it's... Oh, hang on.
Mick, that's nice. Dead Dagger revealed. It actually tosses him not too far, and that's actually going to prevent the kill from coming out. There's a Winter's Curse as well. Looks like the Snapfire is going to be the first to fall. Mickey does get False Promise, but this is going to be a lot of damage coming through. It's a 1-for-1 to start things out, but as False Promise ends, looks like he'll actually basically stay at the same HP, and Collapse is going to get decimated by Sumail with that Melt Strike, and Koikfa joining the fight as a Broodmother, something you see a lot more often with this newly picked up Broodmother, if you want to call him that. And they're posturing perhaps to go for more, but looks like they're just going to back off.
That create space for yourself, either by killing the Brood or by finding a new place to inhabit. You're just losing on farm.
Cold Embrace sets it up again. I mean, pretty sure he was dead anyway, but it helped set up the toss for a little bit later timing. So they're going to be able to clean him up very easily. And the tier 1 tower likely will fall as well, but Yataro looks like the buyback onto the line now. They really want to fight. Dragon Tail onto Mickey. Do they do enough damage right now with that boat coming in, the beautiful buff to follow? But Mickey just not taking any damage right now. There's the Winter's Curse. Now he's taking damage thanks to Sumail's right click. But will it be enough is the question. The Tidebringer comes out, finally getting some kills is Team Spirit. And a double buyback from Liquid. They really want this fight as Sumail is getting completely surrounded thanks to those illusions. And it looks like, well, he actually just walks away. The illusion's not going to do enough damage to actually take him out. Now Yataro's on the run, getting chased by Koikfa, and the Snapfire Cookie doing a nice job of locking him down. So the buyback's kind of questionable, but it ends up working out for Liquid as another toss back into the fray. Avalanche not going to connect, but he's completely surrounded. Kills off the Spiderling. Typically, look at that, like, oh, it's the supports. But this is the position 1 Tiny. Buying back this early, not the most common thing, but it works out really well. Yep. This will be a Roshan kill. And Zania will see Miposhka and Liquid. Going to initiate again with the Avatos combination. This time the toss on top of the Avalanche, which means more damage, Synderen.
This is
thus
true.
the kill. Oh, for sure.
If
I mean, it's not just about how much money you lose. You're going to see an Avatos combo into the Snapfire. Yataro's in quite a bit of trouble. He's going to pop his Doppelganger. Looks like he will be okay despite these globs continuing to hit him. Wait, he actually ticks out with the damage over time.
Oh.
Wow. That was as close as it gets in terms of the Snapfire.
Insane bait from Sumail.
Koikfa. Koikfa is in the fray of things. The Ghost Ship does come out, so that's some damage mitigation. It was all planned, Synderen. It's all planned indeed. And Collapse is trying to get to his high ground. Has the Crimson Guard, by the way. That's pretty cool. Is the Avatos combination back into the fray, but the X marks the spot, brings Collapse back, and he will actually survive through this engagement.
Can I just say I love how X-Mark looks when you get tossed?
Yeah, it's great.
It's so nice.
Yeah, X is one of the coolest spells in the game.
Collapse playing the best voice line in the supporter packs.
From
that's why he's not buying the Torrent Storm. He doesn't know it exists.
Yeah. He has to read the tooltips before the game. I mean, they tried to go for Rocher. It's already at half HP. Pretty risky considering, I mean, the counter initiation possibilities from Spirit. You got Curse, you got Vote, and all that good stuff. They're going to open up on the Oracle, and he's going to have to buy back into the game. Nice initiation from Team Spirit. Lion dies as well, but he buys back. Taiga's getting a full duration Snapfire ult in the meantime. I believe they're in the pit. They're actually trying to finish this off. Miposhka has to Cold Embrace himself. Taiga gonna get the minus armor. That's gonna be a kill into another buyback. Collapse. Uses that Crimson Guard. Mickey jumps in. Nice double Earth Spike from Mira. And still not really any value kills onto the cores yet, but you could get some diebacks on these supports. That could be the value kill. That is a monster kill for Koikfa. No buyback on the PL, and this means Spirit needs to get out. And the Roche shall be free for Liquid, but the question is, can they get any more out of this? Curse is finally used after all that time. And Collapse, extremely tanky, and it looks like Liquid are not even going to bother chasing as Roche is half HP. This is going to be pretty big. This is the Shard, which I assume Sumail takes.
Yeah, you would imagine they'd just put on Sumail. Maybe Tiny?
It means you have to be on top of them. It is instant. You can't really dodge that. high ground defense. I think they're going to have to give this up without Elder Dragon Form, and Mickey's just going to jump with that overwhelming blink, toss back out. You can see the Snapfire ult doing work on the back. But Poshka might die. He's going to have to cold embrace himself. Oh, is that enough damage over time? No, he's going to heal through it, but Taiga jumps in with the Scatter Blast, rips him a new one, and just like that, it's a 5v4 and the full bottom racks for Liquid. But Yataro, being very annoying, he gets the range racks, which is kind of meh. Not just, I feel, isn't this just a shard you get literally every game? Am I wrong?
I don't know. I have a very bad win rate with PL.
Thank you.
So,
if I was, all right, we'll have to get back to this. As my goodness, speaking of Yataro, he gets deleted from the map. Man, my analysis would be even worse if I just based it off of my own play history. Mickey jumps with the overwhelming blink against the Avatos. Not enough to kill Mira, but yeah, he gets bursted down regardless. And this looks like it might be the game ender here.
I'm trying to imagine your analysis of like every hero in Dota is bad except Pangolier.
Melee. No, melee heroes are the only good heroes in the game. Yeah, I agree with that assessment. Thank you, Syndernes. The Aegis has run out.
Okay, so I will say we've actually talked about this a little bit in the Talent Lounge about PL, especially with inspiration from SEA, where most of the players did not go Diffusal. I believe they went Skadi and Manta or something like this. Either that build or the Shard build with Octarine, like you talked about.
Yeah.
Because this Diffusal Manta build just seems to have like a very narrow window where you need to get a lot done.
Oh, we do see the Shard on Brood and the Axe. So the Shard, it gives Silken Bola AoE. As we see the Avatar and the X back.
It ruins PL. If he uses Doppelganger, you can just blind all of them.
Yeah, that's actually really true. He has to get an MKB to counter that. All right, Doppelganger. Can they actually kill Sumail? They're draining his mana pretty well with these illusions. And he gets the false promise, though. Trying to right-click his way out of it. Toronto Tokyo is in a lot of trouble as a result. And yeah, with Mickey's help, they find his way to the grave. Yataro, in the meantime, still applying all the pressure to Sumail. He might get the kill, but it's taking so long to kill him. Finally, he drops. 2 buybacks required for Spirit, though. And this is the last-ditch effort. Although TA buys back, can obviously TP back thanks to the Aghanim Scepter. These illusions are starting to be a problem here. But here comes Sumail, trying to right-click down the Kunkka. Collapse, already at half HP. And with that beautiful stun from Scatter Blast, that was really nicely done on multiple heroes. These fights are lasting so long just because of how tanky everybody is, but Sumail dropping the supports extremely quickly, and it looks like their targets are set onto this Kunkka. And with that, I do believe that the game will end, Cinder.
Oh, another
Very bold prediction, yeah, buyback onto Insania. As Collapse, well, he was getting chased in the base there.
Mickey's discovering new land.
Yep, he's getting his damage mitigated by Toronto Tokyo, which doesn't really have much damage on top of that, sadly. Another Snapfire. This fight has been going on so long that the Snapfire ult has refreshed. Still not that much damage applied, but Koikfa and company, they're surrounding him. There's a Scatter Blast into the cookie, into the right clicks, but there's the Winter's Curse. Not going to be enough to save his comrade in arms. And now Mickey with the Avatos combination. That's 4 dead. That surely, that's GG. Surely. There we go. Liquid takes a much-needed Game 1 victory. They need the second game as well. But then again, Spirit, they'd be fine drawing this series because that puts them in still okay position to at least get through the groups.
That would still be okay. It's good to see Liquid starting to make a little bit of a comeback. It would have been a shame if they just completely bombed out, but they're getting a little bit of momentum. I think they watched the ads in the breaks, actually. And
the Liquid Plus.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home.